Hello, friends, and welcome back to another episode from my Roman campaign. I am once again apologizing, first of all, if some of you did not see the comments under my previous episode. For some reason, during processing, I was unable to get the audio to work properly. It worked for about the first 5 minutes or so, but for some reason thereafter it would not work. There was no problem with the raw footage, but after trying to upload and process 3 times, the same thing happened, and I have written to YouTube about it just to let them know that this is occurring. Excuse me. And let's see. Yeah. Other than that, I mean, I'm just going to leave that episode up there just for reference to, as to what has occurred so far. It's okay if you are not interested in watching it. I don't mind it. I'm leaving it kind of for my own reference and for anyone else who wants to know what occurred during that episode, during that period of time. I also like to make one more kind of comment or apology, and that is that in episode 6, I was kind of cursing. Well, I wasn't cursing, but I was getting a bit frustrated with my computer. Some of you, I mean, you were not able to see what was occurring. So just in case you were concerned that maybe Ahdohgahlius has some Tourette's problems or something, I had 3 separate occasions when my computer was updating, and it made my screen turn into a small window, and it froze up a couple of times or slowed down. Anyway, and you did not see that, so if you were wondering why is he freaking out, that would be why. So without further ado, I have decided actually to wait with the recruitment of this group of Triari, save that money. And actually what I'm going to do here is, because I am guessing that this group, I don't know what they are, but this is a small garrison with just a general here. What I'm going to do is purchase some mercenaries if I can. And I can. So I'm going to purchase 3 groups of mercenary. Let's see. 3 groups of these spears, 2 groups of cavalry. And then I'm also going to go ahead and recruit that group of Hastati. Now I'm not certain whether that's going to be enough to keep them off my case for the time being, but hopefully that will at least keep them from being complete jerks. I'm also going to go ahead and in Roma, I'm going to raise another force. He's House of Julia. All right, we'll raise an army. Reinstate legacy. Oh, that's just Vulcania. Okay, we will reinstate Vulcania, which was destroyed in Cosentia. And can we recruit? We could, but this is actually going to be my auxiliary army, my second auxiliary army, or the beginnings of my next auxiliary army. So, without further ado, let's end this turn. I'm guessing that they will attack. Apologies for that. That's my water cup again. As the Carthaginians are raiding, they have been deterred for the time being from attacking Neapolis. That is Epirus. Oh, and we have another rebellion. Really? Oh, that's because, yeah, of all the garbage that is occurring in Magna Graecia, with taking Syracusai, followed by the Carthaginians taking Cosentia, followed by war, and now we have yet another rebel force.
You have recruited so many units, the treasury is buckling.
The treasury is buckling. Yeah, buckling. Okay. All right. Well, the big thing here is now, I don't know if they will be able to attack Neapolis. What I'm going to do is actually then, do we want to bring them down? What I might do is just disband this group of Hastati. And I know that seems kind of counterintuitive, but I'm going to actually leave that army where it is, just to kind of help me with Neapolis, with controlling Neapolis here in case they come. Now I'm going to recruit one group of Hastati, bring it down to that other army. And hopefully, yes, we can bring them here to attack this group. And now they're fleeing. And now we can destroy them. We will just auto-resolve that. Let's do this. Hopefully that will kill them all. Get rid of that army completely. Hooray! Carthaginians, get out of my territory. And we will kill them. We will kill them all. Oh yes, we shall kill them all. Can you get over here and help me with this slave revolt? You cannot. I could force march you into Brundisium. That would leave Cosentia vulnerable, but... Hey, you know what? I mean, if this Carthaginian army really wants to cause me trouble, they can go ahead. I will defeat them later. But anyway, let's... We don't have much money to use to poison provisions, and I am just a tad concerned that... Alright, well, what are we going to do here? This is what? These are... This is a fleet, a full fleet. Enemy transports. And this is a fleet. Well, they could take Alalia. That would be the only one, the only settlement that they could take with a fleet. So I'm actually going to march this army back into Alalia. Don't worry, we will be taking Karalis in the future. In the hopefully very near future. Alright. Alright, what else happened here? Now, let's see. Can we trade with anyone? Greetings. I'm guessing not. You jerks. Yeah, low, and I don't have very much coin to offer you to sweeten the deal. So, Liguria.
Gladly listen to your offers, but do not.
Could we not fight each other right at this moment? No. I'm steadfast. I do not understand why they're being such jerks, but what is your problem now? Neutral. Do we not have non-aggression? We do have a non-aggression. Why are you neutral now? Cultural aversion. Okay, well, we will have to find some way to rectify that situation. I could go to raise my taxes a tad. That would, how bad would public order be there? That'll pull me out of the red there for a little bit anyway. We'll raise taxes just for the time being. It doesn't seem like that's too terrible at this point. I don't know if that will start with the next turn or not, but anyway. Alright, let's go to technology and see what can we do here. Let's see, I was going down this route. Cropping, double cropping, that would help with agriculture. This, I was also doing this. Let's see. This would take a very, very long time. That doesn't really do much for me. Okay, let's do, let's see, double cropping. That will give me common weights and measures. I don't really have many trade agreements. I don't know if that will help. Let's do double cropping first, and then we'll do common weights and measures. That sounds fine to me. Okay, and we are making just a very, very small sum of money, but anyway, let's. Okay. I forgot about that. Okay, so we have an assigned skill here for this general. Let us see. What shall we give you? Oh, and the army as well. Good. Okay, so let's do for the army. I like inexorable conquerors, just to begin with. And general. What shall we give you? What do you have here? This is -1 corruption plus 2 cultural conversion. Oh, okay, that's nice. We'll give you strategist, and that should end the turn. Okay, so yeah, they're gonna come and bust up Syrakusai, and I have nothing to defend with which to defend it. So we will lose Syrakusai, which is unfortunate, but it will be ours again. Yeah, all right. Now they're going to march up to Cosentia. That fleet is coming towards me. Those transports are coming towards me. And we are going to be in for a slobber knocker over in Neapolis. So, hopefully, we will probably lose Neapolis. We will actually, very likely, it is very, very likely that we will lose Neapolis at this point. I'd like to defeat those rebels, and if I can, hopefully march that army over to Neapolis, just so it can kind of support that garrison force. Spared populace. Of course, it gets 15. Okay. Study, Magna Grecia. Yeah. Okay. Things are not going so well here, but that's okay. We're gonna get you out of force march, and attack these rebels. Hopefully, they can't run very far, so hopefully we can end them here. And we shall. This is not worth fighting. 84, 82, 82, 84. Alright, well, that'll take care of it. Hopefully we won't lose that group of Histati. If we do, I'll be disappointed, but not much I can do about that at the moment. We did not lose that. Lose that group of Histati, that is. Okay. So, now, hopefully, let's see. Can we lower our taxes now back to normal? We are right at 0. Well, that's, I suppose, better than being in the red. And let us quickly move you over here. Let's put you in forced march, actually. Can we disband you? Let's pull you out. Actually, let's not. Let's move you, actually, I would like to move you down here. Down to Cosentia. Okay, down there. You can force march it into Neapolis. And you can come over here and give this general your group of Histati. So now we have a full army, and we're going to actually disband this force. For now, not because I want to necessarily, but because, well, I suppose you could say I want to. I want to save those funds. We have very little money with which to do anything of any import, so we could pull this army back towards Alalia. Sorry, Karalis or Karalis. Let's see. This is a fleet. I'm going to leave them in Alalia for this turn. See what that fleet does. If the fleet attacks Neapolis, obviously I will stay and fight that. And if they come towards Alalia, obviously I'll have to fight that. If they retreat to the south or to the south west, I'll probably bring this army then down onto Sardinia. So, can we do anything of any substance with anyone? Diplomatically. Come on. Trade agreement. No. Why? What? Non-aggression pact? You will reject that.
A man is judged by his friends.
Can I give you I don't have I know I don't have a lot of money to give you friends, but reject that. How about if I give you 500? 500 is my final offer, buddy.
We are not wet nurses for weaklings.
Only reason why I'm doing that is I'm hoping that it will help me in the future get a trade agreement with them. And you will still reject that. Well, I've had enough of that. Actually, I wanted to see Liguria. Will the Ligurians do anything with me? Liguria.
Greetings, friend.
Non-aggression pact.
We
Low.
will speak together of whatever
Trade
you
agreement.
wish,
Low.
but bring words that can
Well, how about if I sweeten that? Lubricate it a little bit with 500 coin. I'm actually just more interested in the trade agreement, but no. Non-aggression pact. Well, non-aggression pact with these guys anyway would be nice. Just because then I can be at least somewhat certain that they will not take advantage of my weakness, but they will not have any of it. So, things remain tenuous here for the time being. But, alright, let's end that turn. Let's see what the Carthaginians do. We should be able to win this without much trouble. Yeah, I'm just going to auto-resolve that. I don't really care. They're mercenaries for the most part, so let's fight them. Destroy. Maim. Yeah, we did destroy that army. Good. I was not planning on using that force this way, but hey. It is what it is. Oh, they're sending that army up now. Ho, ho, ho. Alright, they're moving that fleet back. Now, could I force march that other army into Cosentia? They pulled out of Syracusai. They have that fleet kind of just blocking my path here. I may, just for financial purposes, or economic purposes, disband that army in Cosentia, that small mercenary army in Cosentia. See if I can force march the army in Neapolis back down to Cosentia and hopefully guard Cosentia. I do not really feel like losing any settlements on mainland Italy right now. Action destroyed Colchis. Okay, that's not important. Sabotage. Where was this? Where did the sabotage take place? Where is it? Sabotage attempt. Okay, well, not a big deal. Not too concerned about that. Let's take. Okay, well, I mean, you could rank up, but we're not going to be using you right now. The general heroic Triari. You know, we will be using this to this general likely we'll be using him to recruit units later on. So let's do that. He'll keep that rank. And let's make him a strategist, so he'll have higher cunning. Now, before they can. Okay, good. They can march all the way down here. Let us now disband. What am I doing? Okay, Control A and disband. Yes, I do wish to disband. That will bring my income back up. And let's move you down to Cosentia. Come on. What is this now? This is a full stack by the look of it. Yeah, and it's fully replenished. So this is going to be another interesting battle. All right. At least, well, hopefully it'll be a battle worth. Hopefully it will be a battle that I can actually record here. We're going to move this army out of Eulalia. How is our public order? Okay. -2, but not a big deal. Postumia Scapula. Let us move you over here, and can we? I'm guessing you will not be able to take out this spy Jezebel, but we will give you the chance to do so. Can you get rid of her? Ah, you did. Wow, way to go, Postumia. Good work. Good work. And we killed her, not just injured her, wounded her. And now she's ranked up to level 6. All right. So Postumia Scapula. We will give you. What does this do? Growth per turn, local province. Let's give you agent. All actions 10 plus 10% chance of critical success. Good. We'll give you that. All right. I'm guessing diplomacy is not going to be very helpful. Not going to be very fruitful, but
welcome you,
do what we can. No. Non-aggression pact. No, he will not take that. I'm not going to give you any more money. You guys are a bunch of jerks. Liguria.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Speak plainly and with.
No. Greetings. What greetings? You didn't give me any sort of greetings. You kind of thumbed your nose at me, bastards. Okay. You have to stay in forced march. We do have a full stack here, so this is a fleet. Okay, so do I dare end this turn right now? Anything else I need to do? I don't think I really can or should do anything else. End this turn. If the Carthaginians would like to fight me, they can go right ahead and do so. Coming over to Brundisium. Hopefully they'll march that other army back. Yeah, no, that army is staying there. They're going to try and hold me. So what I'm going to have to do is, I'm likely going to have to attack that army outside of Cosentia, and then hustle myself back to Brundisium, if I can. Otherwise, I will have to somehow, I'll have to recruit yet another force, small force, to help me hold Brundisium. They do have walls, but that is a fleet, and that could be problematic. Anyway, we shall see. Double cropping. We have that on faction destroyed Aravaci, I'm guessing is how that's pronounced, at least in the classical Latin. All right, technology. Before we do anything else, let's do technology, and let us go down. Is this what? So the damage for all. I'm not too concerned about that. Siege tower. I do like siege towers. This will give me irrigation ditches. I said I did say I was going to do this. I'm not really that concerned about that at this point. I'm really actually much more concerned about simply surviving militarily. So let us build a recruit siege tower. And now let's go to our agent. She's going to. Yeah, this is a problem because now they're fortified, and I really have no way to defeat them in a fortified stance. So I'm going to actually. Let's poison their provisions. I don't really like to do that, but hey, she's going to rank up, hopefully. And, yeah, good. And hopefully mean that this coming battle with these fools will not take all day. Alright. I am going to have to... Italica? How are we doing down here at Italica? They have absolutely nothing... Oh, they do have a fleet in Karalis. Well, you know what? Alright. If any of you are familiar, I'm gonna go on a little bit of a tangent here, but if any of you are familiar with a great example of what I'm going to be doing now is the Korean War, when MacArthur actually landed behind North Korean lines at the Incheon Peninsula to divert. Well, not only caught them off guard, caught them in the rear, but also to divert attention. a good thing to do in this situation when... Okay, give me a couple of seconds here. I'm going to take them first out of forced march and then continue. When one is in a very, very precarious situation, for example, when this fleet is likely to attack Brundisium, and this army is just holding this army here in place, is to take the initiative elsewhere. And I'm going to go into taking... Actually, in my last video, I did talk about taking the initiative to a certain degree. But unfortunately, you were unable to hear the audio there. So I'm actually going to kind of create a diversion elsewhere by attacking Karalis. And hopefully, we can just... Yes, we can. They have a fleet there, but that fleet is not not going to be able to help them here. And I'm just going to take Karalis then. And we're going to use balanced stance. Should be decisive victory. And we have a new settlement. Alright, let us raise that, simply because they're not of our culture, and we would have to change everything up anyway. But anyway, what this does, and the reason why I use the example of the Korean War, is now we've kind of attacked them where they were, I think, not expecting it. Now they could, I mean, for all I know, they could have, 6 or 7, groups of transports back here, or large fleets or something. But now what this does is, A, it weakens them economically by taking their settlement, and B, it puts pressure on Lillebaum. If they would like to attack me in Cosentia, they are certainly welcome to do so. They can have it, and hey, I'm not too concerned about that. What I'm actually more concerned about is Brundisium for the time being. So I'm going to move this army out of Cosentia. Although that kind of this is a tough situation here, because if first of all, I could use my agent. I don't think that army can actually move now. Can they move? Is there any way? Can they move? Is there any way that we can tell that they can move? Second aid, Warcraft. I'm not actually sure if there's any way to tell whether this army can move or not. I can't tell. Inspire, intimidate. Well, that's just their general traits here. Should we attack them in a fortified position? Should we? Or should we force march it to Brundisium and protect Brundisium? I am really having a tough time with this, and only because I don't want to waste any more time here. Again, my idea here now is to use this army just to hold and defend, and use this army to attack probably Lillebaum. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, if they take Cosentia, Cosentia is easier for me to retake than Brundisium. So I'm going to move this army actually over to Brundisium. And if I lose Cosentia, hey, that's fine. We can have another battle of Cosentia. This time we can actually talk about it, discuss it on audio. And I mean, you can hear it on my audio, and that's just perfectly fine with me. Can we do anything? Actually, we could recruit an army here if we wanted to. I don't know if that's going to deter anyone from doing anything, but we could try. I would actually reinstate legacy. Which one was they were all level 1. Pretensis Volcania. Let's do Volcania. And wait a minute. I think I wanted to actually check out the generals first here. Which were the generals that I actually had before? Ah, you. Other houses, or Julia. Well, I think we're going to use you actually. Well, he's going to die. Okay. Reinstate legacy. Let's do Volcania. Reinstate. And let's put you inside of Cosentia. I don't know how much you're going to be able to do here, but for the time being, we are going to recruit some forces. Hopefully they will be able to cause some damage. Again, I'm not really that concerned with... I mean, I'm not going to beat this army. But if we can somehow... If they can't move, that's wonderful, okay? If they're stuck there because of the sabotage. And hopefully my goal here is just to deter this fleet from doing anything stupid. Alright, so let's see. I have Peltis. We don't have very good infantry. My hoplites have already been used up, so... Oh, what shall we do? 2 of you. Peltists. Teratines. I think they have only... What does that do to my... What do they have for cav? They have only 2 groups of cav. I'm not really that concerned about their cav. Let's leave it at this because we are still making money. And hopefully we could cause some damage. Do they have elephants? They do not have any elephants. So let's end the turn then. What was this? Genius Brutus has a 4. Okay, the tradition in Legio Italica. Okay. We're taking Karalis. And we should have done something with Karalis too. Yeah, it's going to be a problem. Okay, let's do Formidable Fighters, and let's make you a Tactician. Can we do anything in Karalis? Yeah, I don't want that to become slums. Okay, let's just leave it for now. And let's go to our treasury, and let's raise taxes for a turn, just so we have enough money to get rid of those dirty slums. Okay. And now let's end the turn. They are going to attack, and I am going to lose, and I'm going to lose badly. So there's no real reason to fight this out. Let us just auto resolve, lose badly. Other houses lost a general. Noble death. Oh no. We did cause some damage. That fleet is going away now, which is what I want, and hopefully... Oh, will I have to go into forced march? Will I have to go into forced march to get there? Yeah, I'm guessing I will have to. Alright, well, that's all the Carthaginians really can do, so... I'm sorry, I'm guessing we're not going to be able to get into any sort of battle this turn. We're already getting up past 26 minutes here, so... Well, around 26 minutes, so... let's see, honorable death, yeah, I know. Ah, we have money! We don't have money. Counter the rumors, alright, let's counter the rumors. Alright. Encourage populace, household expands, what is this? Morale for all units when they send to pool. Yes, I know, Cosentia has been lost. Boo-hoo. Alright, well... Let's see. We can get you there in forced march, but we cannot get you there if we are not in forced march. So we shall move you out. Put you here, right outside Cosentia. And now we will sabotage. And you were successful last time. Will you be successful this time? Come on. Yeah, alright. Too bad we can't, get there and fight that out in one turn, but... I'm guessing probably what they're going to do now is just bring that fleet all the way back. I don't know where that fleet even went to. Oh, right here. It went to Syracuse High, I believe. Anyway, they can sit there all they want. This is a fleet as well. Alright, now we have some money. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my treasury, my tax level, bring it back down, and let's start building things here in Karalis. First, let us do that. Let's just convert that. Let's do public forum and a temple for now. Alright, we can do some more things. What is their food? +1. Yeah, 9. Okay. Let's go to Roma. We can expand Roma. We can expand Brindisi. Ah, that's right. I wanted to expand Brindisi. And let us build a workshop. That's another reason why you did not want to lose Brindisium, is because of due to the buildings that I have there. So at any rate, we will, if that fleet comes back to Brindisium, no probs. We can move this guy, this army, Antiqua, back to Brundisium. And I'm going to let this army sit in Karalis. And what I'm going to do is likely... Can I raise another agent? I'm guessing I cannot. Oh, I can. And I have the money with which to do so. Nice. Okay, well, I'm going to raise this agent from... I think raising this agent in Brundisium probably would make more sense. We could get a dignity champion, but we will do that later. Let's do a spy, just because I want to be able to send my agent to Lillebaum to see what's occurring here. Let's see, which is the best agent here? Manipulation, persuade, what is this? Movement range, military, sense orders. I didn't remember what this was. Quarters. Commit arson, Alright, let's do you. Let's do you, baby. Turda. Kylia Turda. Well. Ain't that a shitty name? Okay, sorry. let's move you over here. Can we rank? Do you have anything that we can put in your household? Good, but should we put it in your household? Do you have a full household? Here, Postumia, you do. So let's put something in your household. Let us give you self-defense, authority. Let's give you that. All right. And friends, I will end the turn here. I will end this episode here. I'm sorry that we're unable to get a battle in this episode, but we can't have battles in every single episode. I will try to do so in the next episode. So hopefully the audio for this video, for this episode, does not have any glitches. And again, I apologize for my audio issues and my past ranting and raving about my computer. It is a new computer, so any sort of update is kind of going to be problematic. But at any rate, I will end it here. Ahdohgahlius Magnus signing. Oh, thank you before I forget, thank you again for watching this episode. Please remember to comment, subscribe, like if you do like, and share. Ahdohgahlius Magnus signing off.